Morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome back to the vlog. It is Sunday, which means it is rest day. It is currently 3:13 in the morning. I know, it's early, but for me, this is actually sleeping in. We are getting ready to go to the gym to get our fasted cardio in. We are going to get our sauna session in. We are going to get our foam rolling, stretch out in. We're going to do all the things that I normally do for a Sunday reset. This is going to come with food prepping. This is going to come with kind of some mental reset. This is going to come with a lot of different things, but because we are, as of today, 10 weeks, 6 days out from show, I thought I would take you guys along for a nice little reset. If you are new here, hi, welcome. Happy to have you. If you are returning, thanks for following along. I am Emmy. I am a one-on-one certified nutrition coach, as well as a NPC national qualified wellness competitor. I am a competitive bodybuilder. I'm in the middle of prep, as you can tell from the Prep-isode title of this episode. But yes, so I'm gonna take you guys along. We're gonna do some rest day food, all the fun stuff. So thanks for watching and coming along, and let's go get into it. Alright guys, so we are gonna take a second and try to mess with our new toy. We haven't had the chance to do it yet, but we are gonna try our mic out, so let's get in for the fun on this one. So unfortunately, my camera died right before I was getting ready to take this, and we had to use my phone. The mic does not work with my phone and it's not compatible. So I'm sitting here talking, chatting to myself, and you guys cannot hear me over the music in the gym. So you guys missed my pep talk on how the progesterone is going in my system, how things are feeling, and just all of that, and how important the foam rolling has been for my rest and my recovery. So we are going to speed through this and move on to the next thing, and hopefully next time we can get the mics to actually work with my camera. All right, so we are back from the gym. We are getting ready to have our first meal, and it is kind of the same as our normal meal. It has nothing much has changed. We still have our egg whites with our one egg, and then I have my rice cakes, and I did change it up and added a little bit of pumpkin pie spice with a little bit of stevia, and then I moved up some of my plant-based olive oil spread. And then of course, because she's just my bitch, she's just beautiful, I'm gonna put a little bit of this on our eggs here, just a little drizzle. Yes, so this is meal number 1 for our rest day. Kind of one of my favorites, I'm not gonna lie. But as you guys saw previously, we had some technical difficulties. Apparently my mic is not compatible with my phone, and my camera decided to die right as I was going to do it. And I didn't bring an extra battery because I'm still learning the whole influencer camera recording vlogging thing. So we're gonna try that over again with the camera and see how it goes. So I apologize, I tried to yap and you guys didn't hear me because there was background sound in the gym, so I'm gonna try my best to edit that to make it a little easier to hear, but alas, these things happen. We are human, technical things happen. I'm going to go pull out some meat, and I'll show you guys where we keep that and why we do what we do and how I buy the mass amounts of things, because wait until you see, it's like huge. All right, so we like to buy in bulk, especially when it comes to how much meat that we have to do. So we always go and get big old flanks of salmon, yummy salmon, and then I also get some lovely ground chicken, as well as some tilapia, and then we go and we put it in the sink to thaw until it is time to cook. So we will come over here, this little bit of the house, and we will put it all in the sink for later and get all the things. So yeah, ground chicken is for the hubby, tilapia is for me, and then the salmon is for both of us. So we will get this all thawed out, and then I'll show you how I cook it for the day and how I can prepare it for the week for our nice little reset. So one of the really big things about resetting for the week is doing all of my supplements, and I have a whole week's worth container here. Absolutely love this container. Amazon, of course, I'll link it down below. Up for my supplements is huge. If you don't set yourself up, you're not going to be able to plan, and you're going to plan to fail. If I don't set them out, I forget, I don't stay on top of it, and I have a lot of them. I've got like probably 12 or 13 that I distribute evenly among. I've got AM, PM, I have some afternoon ones that I take as well. This is very, very important for my reset Sunday routine, so to speak. Get these out, and then I will come back and I will talk a little bit more about the Pure Factor formulations supplements that I do take. Okay, so as I said, I have a few supplements from Pure Factor formulations, and one of my absolute favorites is this Chill Factor. Now this Chill Factor is super, super helpful if you have a lot of stress on the body, and it just helps to bring down the stress, which helps bring down the cortisol. And with a lot of my hormone stuff going on and a lot of things that I'm dealing with, the cortisol is a huge, huge thing that we're trying to focus on. And then we have Digest Factor. Digest Factor is, of course, as it says, it helps you to digest the food. It helps to get it through the colon and the gut in the best way possible to optimize and functionally process the food the way that it needs to be. GI Factor, which again is helping with the gut. It does all the things that just helps things to move functionally, helps to absorb the food better into the lining of the colon and all of that stuff. So I love that one as well. And then Heal Factor. Now this is kind of just remaining leftover from my gut protocol, and it doesn't hurt to just kind of keep taking, and it's got all the good stuff in it. It's got turmeric, it's got choline, it's got Vita Cherry. Like, it has all the good stuff just to keep the gut happy. So I'm taking, really important, some saw palmetto. I don't know if you guys can, there we go. Some saw palmetto, really, really good for my estrogen levels, which is what we are also currently trying to work on and things like that. So the saw palmetto is super, super important. Seed probiotic. This was also being taken during my gut protocol, but I have decided to just kind of keep taking it. Good bacteria flowing through my gut, and just because it went through quite a rough treatment over the last 4 months. So we decided that we would just kind of keep it in and go from there. So I'm going to finish putting these together. And alright, so we have meal number 2 going down. Really, really simple, just chicken and asparagus, nothing crazy. And since I used my spread on my rice cakes from meal 1, there's no olive oil on this meal. I'm going to top it with a little bit of salsa, and we're going to eat this. And like I said, nothing super crazy, nothing super fancy on this one, kind of the basics, but enjoyable nonetheless. Oh, sorry, kiddo's got a cough. She's so cute. Nova, can you say hi? She's eating her breakfast, but I'm gonna get this done, and then we're gonna go shower, get ready for the day, and then we will start prepping our meat for the week. All right, let's get down and dirty and get some meat meal prep done. So we are set for the week, and we are reset and all the things. So a couple things that I like to utilize. For one, Kinder's. Kinder's seasonings are the freaking best, you guys. If you saw my last video, I took you through how I season, very heavily mind you, when I do my chicken bulk prep. And this Kinder's stuff, I tell you, is so good on chicken, it's good on turkey, it's good on fish, it's good on everything. So if you have not tried Kinder's yet, I highly suggest. But the first thing I do is actually take some parchment paper,
and I will line these baking sheets that have the grates on top of them. When I use the grates, I'm able to actually put the air fryer on in my actual oven, and it gets everything underneath and gets things nice and very well cooked. But I like to line the pans with parchment paper just for easy cleanup later. And because we are doing fish, they will actually have some drippings that will come off of them. And I don't like to have to deal with the drippings with the washing afterwards. And this way it can be recycled later and all that fun stuff. So I just line the pan, and then it's held down with those, just like so. That. So I'm gonna get these packages open, and then I'm going to show you how I season, and then we'll get them into the air fryer mode in my oven. The salmon is all cut up and portioned, as well as the tilapia is all ready to go. Now, when it comes to my seafood, I really like to use the buttery steakhouse kinders because it makes it taste like a seafood restaurant. It makes it taste like a steakhouse, obviously by the name. Like I said earlier, I season heavily. I am not shy when it comes to my seasonings. And at this point, I am not having to control my salt intake, just season my food like normally, and we just go to town with the kinders. And then I will get this in the oven, and I'll show you how I do my ground chicken for my husband. All right, so now when it comes to hubby's ground chicken, we go really simple. We don't go crazy because, I mean, it's just chicken, right? But we season it heavily, just like I do with my fish, because ground chicken doesn't really have a ton of flavor. So I'll put it into the hot pan. Make sure you don't leave the paper on it, because ew. So we'll do that. We'll get it chopped up, and then I actually like to use the wood-fired garlic on this one. Now, my husband tends to change up his ground chicken bowls, whether he wants to make it into a taco bowl or more Asian inspired, things of that nature. But I will do the wood-fired garlic just to give it a little bit of chutzpah. And then I always put my bulk items into plastic. I know I had said in a few other videos way back that we are trying to eliminate our use of plastic for microplastics, but because we don't reheat or cut anything in these containers for our meal prep, we figure that it's okay just for storage purposes. We'll get this browned up. And the other little tip that I do, just to give it a little bit, just a little bit of flavor, is I will take teensy tiny bit of chicken bone broth, put it into the pan. I mean, like 2-3 tablespoons, maybe 3 tablespoons, that's pushing it, but I will cook that down in there, get it fully browned up, and then pack it up, and we'll be good to go. And that right there is the base of the proteins that we will be using for the week, between ground chicken and the tilapia and the salmon. It's kind of our jam, you know. Gonna brown this up, and I will see you guys around on next mealtime. Promised, meal number 3, chicken and asparagus. Again, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. We're gonna come in with our cheddar popcorn seasoning. Again, measure with your heart. Melinda's coming back out for the fun, because Melinda, I'm obsessed with you. A little bit of that on top. And then lastly, 7 grams of my olive oil spread right there on top. And we've got meal number 3. I'll come back for meal number 4.
So after all of that cleaning and that lovely thing, because of course Sunday reset means cleaning needs to be done for the week. So we did some Swiffer, we did a bunch of laundry. Now it is time for meal number 4. Meal number 4 is actually some tilapia along with some green beans and some coconut oil. I put on some relish, some mustard, and some ketchup to kind of jazz it all up a little bit, as well as a little bit of bone broth to go for the rest of the meal. I've been switching up from ground turkey, the 99%, to the tilapia because it's what I had in the freezer, and the fish has been good for a change. So this is, of course, the fish that we made up earlier, but I'm going to finish eating this. I'm going to finish doing some cleaning, and then I'll meet you up for dinner for meal number 5. And of course, last meal of the day, meal number 5, salmon with our black truffle sauce, green beans, and potato. Finishing up the last bit of the day with some carbs, and then I will be having dessert later, but my dessert will be blueberries and my homemade Brazil nut butter, which if you saw my last video, I showed you how to make it and how delicious it is. But rest day and reset is almost done, and I'm going to eat this and then continue watching some Game of Thrones with the hubby, and then I will show you dessert later, and then we'll probably end the vlog. So I'm going to eat this, and bon appetit. So it is the next day. I completely crashed out in my chair watching Game of Thrones last night. My husband woke me up and was like, Emmy, it's time to go to bed. So I did not finalize the vlog and close the vlog out last night like I had planned to. But we ended the Sunday, like I said, crashing out. It went really well. It was a great Sunday reset. Breakfast is just about done, but I just wanted to get on, close out the vlog, say thank you for watching. If you did and you made it all the way through, please make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I appreciate all of your guys' support. Anything that I showed that has a discount code, I appreciate any of the support that you use when you use that code. There's so many athletes with codes, and when you use a smaller athlete's code, it really does make a difference. But with that, I will let you guys go, and I will catch you guys at the next one. Thanks for watching.